Welcome. Sit down, roll up, pour up, turn up and tune in, because you're now watching the BunchaBull Network.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the world's dopest podcast, the Marley State of Mind podcast, down here at the BunchaBull studio like we do every Saturday. And tonight, I got a special guest in the building, returning for the second time, my man, Mr. 724 JP himself. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? Thank you for having me again.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you. Appreciate you joining us. We had something different in mind when we first initially planned to do this, but, you know, plans change and we moved along right with the times.
That's right. That's right. We make the best out of it.
For sure. You know, I like to kick the podcast saying how I became friends or how I become to know the artist or creative that I have on podcasts. And for you, I remember Sean was actually the one that told me about you. If you guys haven't seen the first episode that we did together, this is the second time returning to the program.
Yeah, make sure you check it out.
Yeah, we spoke a lot about that in the first you know, how us meeting and how I came to know you. But Sean told me about you, and he told me about different local artists in the area because he was real tapped into the scene. So
yeah,
that's how I became familiar. So we won't go too much into that because we already did that
for sure
before, and you guys can see that. But yeah, man, how you feeling, man? What's going on in your world, bro?
I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good. A lot of change since the last time I've been here, as you can see. Definitely in a different space and got some things going on now. So
yeah.
So after I did that with you, you know, some things happened and made me want to jump back into it. So just kind of testing the waters out now and seeing what we can make move and see how we can see what we can make happen. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of testing it out. It's a different game than it was, you know, 10 years ago. So
what up? We see y'all chat. What's going on?
Hey,
man?
What's up?
Yeah, we got Jay. Yeah, man. So I know before you were pretty satisfied of you know, the journey and where you landed in the journey. And it seemed like at that time when you were first here, you know, you kind of closed the book on it.
Yeah.
And like you said, this time around, you got kind of the itch back, right?
Definitely
want to get back into it. And it's a funny thing because I talk to artists about that often on here, about the ebbs and flows that it is to be a creative. Like, it's difficult to give something up, and I don't think you ever truly give up something you love.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So what's changed this time around? What are your what are your ventures now into this space?
I'm just doing what I want to do. You know what I mean? So I'm not really focusing on a record label like I was doing back then. I'm not really focusing on you know, like just developing anybody. I'm just kind of just focusing on doing what I like to do.
Yeah.
And seeing what I can make move with it. You know what I mean? And strengthening up my catalog and just trying to see what I can make work with what I can do. You know, and I'm still working with other people doing tracks with them, but
at a different capacity.
At a different capacity of what I was doing. I'm not trying to do it at like I was previously.
Yeah.
So
now that makes sense, man. And that's you know, for those who may not be familiar, you know, you started off with a label. You were one of the first people in the area to have their own independent label.
Yeah.
And this was at a time where distribution wasn't digital. You didn't have easy access to distribution.
Yeah, we were still pressing up CDs and still, you know, distribute them out. I was able to get some of the CDs into, you know, FYE and Best Buys and certain things. I was able to navigate and do that with some distribution, but
without any help from any majors.
Yeah, without any help. That was me trial and error the whole thing, you know. Obviously just studying and seeing what worked and what didn't work, and, you know, taking some losses sometimes. But the, you know, pressing up CDs is not cheap for the people that now that you could go put a song out
strictly digital cheap.
Yeah, for digital, when you had to press up your own CDs. And I was doing jewel case, shrink wrap, barcodes, everything that was completely
doing
legit.
It proper,
that was, you know, expensive, and I was ordering like 1,000 CDs, so it wasn't cheap at all, not at all.
So those who may not have seen the last episode, what made you want to get into that space, coming from an area that wasn't really rich with music history, let alone hip hop history, and even if there was artists from the area, there might have been a different genre like country or something, or maybe even the closest like the Clarks, doing stuff like that. What made you decide to not only be an artist but start your own label?
Actually, I never thought about starting my own label until I told you that on the last episode I was supposed to have a connection with Wyclef that was supposed to be in there, and then when that didn't work out, that didn't pan out. The guy that was setting all that up, he was like, "Hey, you should just do it yourself," and he kind of planted the seed. Now I was familiar with watching No Limit and Cash Money and being on the independent. You know what I mean? I was definitely in tap with that.
Yeah.
So that just made me want to just come and do it a little differently. You know what I mean? So I didn't have that. What's up, Nip?
What's going
How's
on,
it going, man? But yeah, it's just I didn't really have that idea. He kind of planted that idea, and then from me studying No Limit Cash Money, I just kind of ran with it. And then
you might as well jump in. That's what you here for,
right?
You might as well jump on in, bro.
You can jump on in.
Get him a mic, just. Hold on, get that mic first. You know what I mean? That makes sense. We got Nas from BA just stepped in the studio, so we're gonna bring him on impromptu.
Yo.
You can speak to some of this anyway. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. No,
Yeah, you can speak to some of this.
part of my story.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Now that worked. That worked out dope, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
For sure. We got JP back on right here, Net, for the second time. It was supposed to be a different guest, another artist he was working with. I'm just holding mine because for the same reason I ain't even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. That's right.
But yeah, we brought him back for the second time. We're supposed to do something different, and ended up being this. So you got good timing, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I was just asking him about how you got started with the Money by Any Means label, especially being in an area like this. That doesn't really have a lot of music or a lot of music in general, but especially hip hop music. And to create a label. And he was just telling me about how he got like the formula from like Cash Money and No Limit.
Yeah, I studied them. Hustle. And you can see
how heavily
influenced it was.
You like the CD covers. That was one of your main influence. Like you always had the aesthetics. You feel me? Like
because I feel like Master P did it the best. Like
he did
a lot of his stuff. If you go back and listen to it, it didn't not all of it, but some of it didn't age very well.
Right.
It was, he was doing it like we were doing it. It was muddy, like doing it in the basement. You know what I mean? I don't know if they were in the basement doing it, but like you could just tell like it was that raw mix. Yeah. And then that's how we did it. And I just feel like, you know what I mean? Like just watching that, going into the stores, them were the first covers that got my eye.
That's crazy you said it, not to cut you off, but when I first came here, that's crazy you say that because I went to when I came here on a train. So boom, when I go to the store, no lie, I see I don't even know who you fit on. I just see the cover. That's where in the store, like on the I go to the mall, the cover on the at a hat. I'm like, dang, boom,
vibe store.
I go to I want to say maybe Young Buck,
Young Buck,
Money. Shout out my boy G. He took me. We went there with him, and that's when I met. I'm like, dang, this. I put, what I'm saying.
Put two and two together,
right?
And shout out to Steve, man. Steve, if you're watching, shout out to you because he probably risked his job putting all my shit in that store like that.
No lie. He was like, bro, he was like, man, you going because it's like I guess you ain't allowed to advertise,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So it's like. He said like, man, but he always even said,
he always put my flyers out, my CDs were always out.
Yeah, he represented for sure.
Yeah, he was selling, shirts and everything out of there, man.
He's still representing.
Yeah, definitely,
for sure. But no, that's what I'm saying. So to see that influence, and at that time, it wasn't the internet like we know it today. So it's not like you could YouTube. It's not like you could YouTube Cash Money or No Limit and really see how they're doing it. Like you had to kind of see what they were doing from afar. And kind of implement that into what you were doing.
Yeah.
Now,
actually, the guy that did my covers, he was from because I couldn't really get with the pen and pixel. That's who I wanted to do. That's who did all them. He was some guy from Russia. I don't know how I even got in contact with him back then, man, because it was like so hard to get in contact with people.
Right.
But he actually did the Young Buck flyer. And then I started working with him, and then he started doing then he did the Money by Any Means cover and stuff like that. So just kept working with him. But yeah, he was able to pull off that look, you know what I mean?
The same aesthetic. Yeah. So you're doing that in this area. You said you ain't have no intentions on being a label at first, but it just came about because you found out it was an easier route to it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You found out it was an easier route to it to get what you wanted.
Yeah.
What were some of the challenges that you faced early on, like getting the whole thing going?
Everything. It was all a challenge back then. I mean, first we went to, like I said, we went to ID Labs, but what I would do was just study everything. So I'd study their setups, and then I would, have their music the way they did it. And then I would try to mix ours to I'd put it back to back and try to get it to that quality, at least close to that. It wasn't as good. We didn't have I didn't have the same $2,000 mic and and a soundboard like they had, but for what we had, we were able to make it work. And that's another thing. Like, we upgraded our mics. I just kept putting money into it, honestly. But that was setting up the whole studio for the first time. That was hard. All the paperwork was hard for me because I'm not used to doing all that paperwork. You know what I mean? And at first, I didn't have anybody under any type of contracts or anything like that.
Right.
I did at the end, but like everybody was kind of like weird with that. You know what I mean? Like, nobody wanted to sign anything, but I felt to the point we're getting to the point, and I was investing so much money
that you had to do something.
I had to do something.
You had to make some insurances for yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. You definitely, like, from my
what up,
from
Perp?
my
perspective
was like one of the first. I never and I've always been around music, but I never understood. Like, you definitely one of the people I've seen and that show damn, it's this what goes on behind the scenes. Like, even when you up and coming, what I'm saying, not even famous, that's what it takes. Like, damn, this what I'm seeing it firsthand. Like, you feel me? So it's a lot of people you see do music, they don't think about it as that. They just look at it as from one perspective. Like, they one
just
dimension.
Yeah.
You definitely were one of the first people I can honestly say I seen damn really take all the steps, you know what I'm saying? As
to do it the right way.
Right. So you could if shit don't, how some people could do some shit and it don't turn out and they'll be like, well, I ain't do this, I ain't do, you can't really say that, because I seen you take literally, you know what I'm saying? So
and for those who don't know, Nas and JP, y'all got history because he was a part of Money by Any Means at one point in time.
That's a fact, what?
You know what I mean? And like you said, he was one of the first people that you seen take the proper steps to do it the right way, doing photo shoots, album covers, videos, and things like that. What did you learn from JP at that time that you was there?
I mean, for real, kind of far as rap, that's really what you went for, rap, but kind of everything, bro, besides me knowing how to rap, I seen, bro, I'm like, damn, bro, showing. That's how even when I want a part of what bro had going on, I was able to I learned that from bro. No bullshit, bro. Bro definitely like a blueprint to this shit. He showed me definitely the, you know what I'm saying, you can go in here and pay for your own shit. You can get your own covers, you know what I'm saying. You can go a little above and beyond and get your shit mixed and match. You know what I'm saying.
Right.
You can. So I'm saying I'm like, damn, he really a hustler with this shit. You can, it's a way of trapping, but it's a legitimate. You feel me? So bro really showing me that all this shit is in house, even down to merch, everything, bro. He the first motherfucker I seen with his own merch. Not saying I don't know what everybody had going on, but I'm saying from
your perspective,
he the first.
And you came from a whole different state.
I swear to you, and and I had already been around. I had been around a lot of motherfuckers who was doing the music shit, and as a collective, the label type, but I never seen, and they might have been doing it. I'm just saying, bro, definitely introduced
from your perspective,
you know what I'm saying? I would see bro have go and do a show, pay for the show. You feel me? The artist, get the artist, you know, and
get the big name, get the big name,
get the big name artist. Go pick the big name up, do whatever that you feel. I'm like, damn, he really.
I'd be the one driving them to the shows.
Bro, different with that shit, and that's why I always used to say, like, you know, you can't knock the hustle, bro. Like, no matter what, you know, how you look at a person or whatever your opinion, you know, you always gotta respect the hustle, bro. You know, and that's why I always say, like, no, bro, like top 5 with that. Like, you feel me? Like,
I say the same thing.
I appreciate it, but yeah,
like.
That's why when I would drive the artist to the show myself. I could have easily had anybody else drive them to the show, or hired someone or paid someone to do it. Whatever. Most of my people would have did it for free. Yeah, you know, just for that opportunity. But I wanted to be like a sponge. I wanted to absorb every moment I had with them while I'm paying them to be in town. I'm gonna be in there, and I want them to remember who I am. That's why even if a show,
you're trying to build a connection with them.
Yeah, exactly. I want to build a connection. My name was always good with anybody I ever brought in. And you can ask anybody that, like, I paid them what we agreed to pay on, even if the show didn't make it. They always got their back end. With me, they always got their back end.
You learned about riders too, huh?
Yeah, I learned about the riders. They always got one that was on the rider, and they always got their back end. Because
what was the wildest rider you seen during the time of you bringing big artists in? I
can't really remember. Gata's was kind of weird.
What did he ask you for?
I had that fried chicken, pineapples and fruit. I forget what kind of. I had to have liquor there. He was kind of like high maintenance for that. And he shouldn't even have been like that. Honestly.
Yeah, right. Yeah, gotta young money. I guess he was fresh. He was fresh off the bedrock. Yeah, he was fresh off the bedrock.
Was he the one wanted the cigars?
I don't know.
Wanted the cigars.
Young Buck,
I remember somebody wanted the cigar.
Young Buck wanted weed when I was there.
Young Buck,
and that was my first show, so I didn't.
Okay,
that was my very first show with it. Well, that wasn't my first show, but that was my very first show with a established artist like that. Yeah, like I did the S Money and the Bo.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, the S Money, Boaz, and Wiz Khalifa. I did all before that.
Yeah. This is before Wiz. This is before Wiz.
Yeah, this is before Wiz. I actually still have his contract. I think it was like $1,000 or something like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I wish Wiz would give me look back and give me a look one more time.
Yeah, man. Yeah. There's no way you can't get him to.
No, that's
right. Can't get him to sneeze on the phone for that. Probably
give me the old hometown discount.
Yeah,
but yeah, but that's why I did that like that. And he would be in the studio with us, and he'll tell you this. But you were there a couple times too. He could be in the studio making a song. We'd have someone outside the studio. One of us would be me. We all were able to we all taught each other stuff. Yeah. So one of us would be adding in a music video while someone's recording a song. There was always shit going on. There was multiple things going on. We made our own videos. We made everything we did was in house.
And this is before. And this is before people were on it like that.
Yeah. And I was making my own covers for the mixtapes. I made my own covers.
Yeah.
So I was teaching myself the Photoshop and making covers. Now the artist, the actual albums, I would pay for I always paid I wanted everything to look 100% legit, so I paid for that. But the free mixtapes, I practiced to make it myself. Yeah,
and to a motherfucker outside looking in, that's inspirational because it's like you not knowing that you know on the outside you gotta think like to the mass they looking at it as like people look at shit a certain way, they don't know what it take, how
what goes
but
into
they just looking at the final product.
Yep.
So bro, like even to me, I ain't know outside looking at. I'm thinking like, bro, going above and beyond. I'm not even knowing that's all it takes. He's showing me like, bro, this shit really ain't that difficult, bro. Like if you just lock in, you can do this, that, and the third. Like, but at the time, people don't know that he put in work. You know what I'm saying? That like even that, cause even from that aspect, that's how I even knew like shit. We could do our own videos, like watching bro shit. Get this program, you know what I'm saying? The program, the audition shit. That's how I even knew to get the audition.
You ain't gotta pay nobody.
Nigga I seen, you feel me? Like so a lot of shit, like I ain't gonna lie, shit was like inspirational, like shit that you ain't never really had seen at that time. Like you seeing it at first hand, like damn, he literally doing all this shit on his own, like shit. So they let the next motherfucker know up and coming, like shit, you can do that shit too. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it was, bro. Like peak game type shit.
Yeah, no, I know. I know. JP was saying about you when he was on last time. He was impressed with your pen skills. He referenced the time that you guys were in the car. And he played something for you. He said you started writing right there, like saying exactly what was going on. He was like 6:45. I'm in the I remember that
Honda.
song.
Yeah. And that's, man,
that joint bang.
Really,
so I remember that song too.
But no,
like,
it really just
like me.
When you be around shit like that at the time, it make it like
it push you.
It make you, you know what I'm saying? Cause it's like, I don't know, whenever you in that environment, bro, that shit just be like that. You ain't when you by yourself, it might be hard as hell to come up with shit. Not saying you won't do it, but it might take you a little more time. Actually, when you in that environment, that shit just be coming. I don't know, but that shit used to be crazy. Like, cause I used to see like, and another thing, like with bro, like with now and like with bro, like he wasn't really greedy with that shit. He was willing to like
share the knowledge.
Yeah, and that's
wasn't doing no gatekeeping.
And that say a lot, one.
Nah.
Because a lot of motherfuckers, once they realize they can do certain shit, they might use that as a way to make money. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's a lot.
Providing opportunities for real. What was it about Nep for you, JP, that made you want to lock in with him and have him as an artist?
Well, I told you like last time, I like the down south. He had that down south flow style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And but it's kind of like crazy. He has the lyrics of like almost like an
East Coast rapper.
What people would say East Coast, you know what I mean? Yeah. But he's a lyricist and he has that down south flow. So it kind of unique to me, you know what I mean? And I always like that. But yeah. But that's definitely it.
That's definitely true. And that's one of the things I always appreciated about you too, Nas, was the fact that you were lyrical. You know what I mean? The first time I heard you in the studio, you were saying, I was like, oh, like I ain't know bro was coming like that. And of course you've been on
punchlines.
Yeah, he's been on Nas from BA, man. Make sure y'all check out that episode as well. But I know you spoke a little bit about that on that episode. Being someone from the South, being from Carolina, what made you what inspired you to have like bars and lyrics? Because that's not, I mean, I guess it is very common because we think of Cole and stuff like that when we think of North Carolina, but but typically, artists from the South weren't really known to be lyrical. What made you lean in that direction coming up?
For real, I don't know, like probably just at the time you gotta think the people who rapping at the time, you know what I'm saying? Like when you young, you heavily influenced.
Listening to who popping.
Yeah, so it's like back in my era when I was like coming up rapping, it was a lot of more probably East Coast, I would say, that was like, how Atlanta is now, that probably was New York then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
they were dominating the radio.
So you might be like a D Block type, Locks, or like a State Property, Dipset type flow. You might, you know what I'm saying? So
that's the type of stuff you was listening to?
Yeah, for real, like Jay-Z, like I listen to like mostly like East Coast motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But you still had certain motherfuckers, they just staples like Gucci.
Yeah.
Certain motherfuckers like Yo Gotti, like at the time, like you gonna listen to, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, like in my area, old niggas, like I looked up to like niggas would probably not look up, but I guess you would say that, because if you influenced to them by what they got going on, that's kind of
you looking up to them, so basically.
Niggas like Santana, we listening to
for sure.
J.R. Riley, you know what I'm saying? That's what
that D Block,
niggas like that. So that's
we kicked J Hood. We came up in the mixtape era. That's what it was.
That's how, like, like G Unit, like, I came up and them, like when they were dropping G Unit radios and around them eras. So I don't know. I guess it give you like, I don't know.
That's what you liked about hip hop. Right. You like the lyrical aspect, yeah.
Cause shit, I ain't gonna lie, like I would listen to like motherfucker, I would listen to Marshall Mathers EP. I would listen to all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't really speak for it, but I would listen to like literally. Man, I would have like stacks of CDs. I listen to music, bro. Like
really a student of the game.
I swear to you. So it's like I used to be. I don't know if that would like help me, but it's like I would just rap literally all day. Motherfuckers come like, yo, I got a CD, like when on that skit with Kendrick, that's literally how they're like, y'all got the beat CD, bro. And they're like
chicken freestyle.
Like you literally, I was just saying that earlier, like you literally couldn't come around rapping. Back then, right? It was a competitive sport. Like if you say y'all, both of y'all rap, if y'all was to come to the hood right now, like I rap, they like, oh, you rap, yo, Nell, come here, bro.
Get on him,
You rap, you fit. And that's how it was. Like you couldn't just say you rap, you gotta stand on
prove
that. Like,
it.
you feel me? So it's off the rip, niggas. Like, let me hear something. Let me hear something. Let me hear you. Some sound off. Oh no, I don't. Oh man, Nell.
Then you don't do
come
it.
Nell. And then off the rip, they know. You feel so. It was just I don't know. Maybe that's I don't know. Like maybe just from like doing that shit so much, it just made me like skilled with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just make it was like a sport.
Right.
Because I always had, and I had to be ready. Cause I know like. If somebody say they rap, I know they gonna put, you know, and it's like the OG, you know, the old heads, and you know, you can't go out there. And so
like if you're on the basketball court with the OGs and you got the one homie that can ball, like, oh, you ball? Hey, we got him right here for you. You gotta stand on that.
Yeah, so it was kind of like, I don't know, bro. That's how, cause I definitely like, I was probably like, I started rapping like I was like 13.
Yeah.
I just dropped the little nigga use a karaoke shit, draw this shit.
Yeah, right. With the instrumentals, on the B side or something else. So JP, so you said you want to get your feet back wet. You're doing some different things, got a different approach.
Yeah.
This time around, what's the biggest change from the times that we're speaking about, from the Money by Any Means days to what you dabbling in with now?
Everything's digital now. That's the biggest change.
Yeah.
There's no CDs.
Do you think that's a disadvantage or more of an advantage?
I think it's an advantage. Yeah. Because the CDs, man, that was, like I said, I spent a lot of money on the CDs. So that's you can spend that money promoting that one song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you can go different avenues with that. So that's definitely an advantage, I would say.
That's a fact.
I mean, but then it's kind of a disadvantage too, because that puts more fish in the pool.
Yeah.
Because when we had to do it the way you had to do it, you had to really put
you filtered out a lot of people who were just bullshitting.
Yeah.
You know what's going on. Exactly. When you had to do it, it's physical.
It's you had to know what's going on. You had to put the work
that's
in.
Why music now so quick.
Yeah.
That music, you listen to it probably a lot of 90s music.
Yeah.
Because it's timeless. Like it was physical. Like now the music ain't really as physical. That's why
it ain't got the heart that
next
it used
week
to have.
You're gonna be playing some other shit. Like you feel me? Like you want to the next shit. Like it don't.
No, that's real shit. It's more trendy now. Like you said, that other stuff is like, I compare it to fashion. You know what I mean? You know,
then you got to think these same people. They might. You see how now they doing numbers or whatever digital, but they can't get 500-600 people to come, 1,000 people. You feel me? Like it's
they can't sell albums. They can stream them. They can't sell albums.
So you got to think back then. These big names back then, these people really got these people coming up.
They got a fan
you
base.
Feel me? Like they standing out there. Like back then, like when shoes dropping, they'll be out there. So
they'll be waiting in line to get it.
The streams kind of, like it's bittersweet, like you said, though. Like it kind of fucks shit up, but it got its advantages because it's just so quick. Yeah. But it make it deteriorates the music too, though.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You find that to be the case that you think it's just too much out there now?
Yeah, there is too much out there. So you gotta kind of try to find a way to make yours look a little different, or trying to.
Oh, Steve tapped in too.
What's up, Steve? Shout out to Steve. I don't know if you seen me earlier.
Yeah, he in there.
Shout out my boy Vibe.
But yeah, that's you got to try to find a way to stick out now, and it makes it harder because there's more competition out there for sure.
Perp out there too. He said the first song he recorded was with JP.
Yeah, that was it. I remember him jumping in the booth that time for sure. Shout out to Perp.
We see y'all out there watching, man. This is a special one. We got Nas in, we got JP in, Mr. 724 himself. So yeah, man, no, it's been a lot of ups and downs with the music, and like you said, you put a lot of money in. Sometimes you lost money, and I know we spoke about before. It's a lot of misconception. A lot of people that even you were rocking with thought you were making a lot of money off of what they were doing.
Yeah,
and you know, I mean, you said a lot of people got hurt feelings behind that because they thought like you're taking advantage of them, when in fact you're coming out of pocket most of the time.
Yeah. But I think that's part of it is. A lot of people don't know the amount of money that it takes, especially at that time. the amount of money it took to, and how much I was putting up there.
Yeah, bro, paying for everything, man. So it's like, to be honest, you better be glad for what because I know motherfuckers, man, where I come from, it's tough love. Like, if I'm putting in there, hey, just sit back and relax. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta be grateful for what he was doing. He really a good guy. Like, because a lot of people I know, they ain't even gonna carry it like that when they literally providing everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man, it's different, bro. Like, but like, shit. But like, everybody, everybody different, everybody.
Well, I think people just, whenever they see somebody doing something that they want to do or they can't do, envy begins to come about, and you experience a lot of that.
Yeah.
Coming up, right? You experienced a lot of what you would say is hate. How did you deal with the adversity with that stuff? People that didn't support what you do, or not support, but actively go against what you're doing.
Oh yeah. You gotta have thick skin.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to step into this game, you gotta have thick skin. That's the first thing. And if you don't, you ain't gonna last.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the trolls. You're gonna get the people that hate, and you're gonna get. And then a lot of people say, "Oh, it ain't hate." I mean, I'm not for everybody. I understand that, but like, if I don't like something, I just don't listen to it.
Yeah,
like it's a different kind of person that goes on there and actively like comments hate on this. Like, to me, I'm sure that's not how you operate. That's not how I operate.
Where do you think that was rooted from? Where do you think the animosity and hate was coming from towards what you were doing? If you had to say,
I just think they were, if I had to guess at it, I think they were just mad that it was me the one doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's always what it is.
I would say that's accurate. I think, like I said, I think a lot of times when people see people doing things that they wish they could do or wish they were doing, I think they don't.
Why is he doing it?
Yeah. I think
it's what it is. Though.
It's a human thing. It's a human thing. You know what I mean? Like, envy and jealousy it's a human emotions, and we all experience them. But I always say it's what you do with that is what makes the difference, right? Like, you can be inspired by it as well. Like, damn, he's doing that.
It's room
I could
for
do
everybody.
it too. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You go do it too.
Exactly.
Like, I ain't worried about what you're doing. I'm gonna go do my shit. Yeah, I'm not saying I ain't gonna. If I not see your shit, like, oh shit, that might inspire me, but I'm definitely not gonna be on some like.
Oh,
I can't hate on.
Don't listen to him. What you listen to him for,
bro?
Yeah.
That ain't how we gonna do it. Like,
I wish everybody like that's just the way I am. They're like I root for everybody.
I mean, I think you proved that throughout your time because you provided opportunities for a lot of people.
Yeah, I gave a lot of people their first show. I mean, their first.
You gave me my first big show with opening up for a major artist.
Yeah, Young Buck.
That's
yeah,
bro. Turned up, man. I ain't gonna lie. You see though. Yeah. Look now. That shit don't go on now.
Yeah, you're right.
You don't see that shit nowhere no more. It ain't done. That's what I'm saying. Like, that era, bro, like, you gotta respect it for what it was, because niggas were really doing what it, like,
making it
from
happen
a lot
at
of
a
different
time.
standpoints.
And you were getting in touch with major artists where there wasn't like Instagram where you could just DM an artist and.
Oh yeah, I was going through emails, and it was more email than anything. Like back in those days, you know what I mean? It was harder.
Yeah, how did you go about doing that at that time? Where artists weren't as accessible. How did you go about reaching out to these artists, and how did you find a way to do it?
I just studied everything. Like at that time for that first show, I think it was like MySpace. I think that was what's popping. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure it was MySpace days. So you know what I mean? And then you had to find out who was their booking agent. And then you had to contact their booking agent, because, like you said, you can't just go to Instagram and their information wasn't
there.
Just right in their bio. There, you know what I mean? It wasn't like that. So you had to make sure, because there was a lot of scammers. Yeah. You had to make sure you were talking to the right agent.
Did you experience any of that? Did you get any scams?
I never got scammed. No, I never got scammed.
You ever had somebody do shady business?
I did have shady business, yeah. But once I connected with Bubba Sparxxx,
yeah.
His agent kind of like told me,
filtered out some of the BS.
You know what I mean?
You built a relationship with him.
Built a relationship, and he kind of steered me to like, I'd mess with these people, I wouldn't mess with these people, kind of thing.
That's what's up.
Not hating on anything, but just like, hey, there might be some bad business over there.
That's awesome.
And that kind of helped a lot. He was a lot of help.
Yeah.
But
do you still have a relationship with him?
Not as much as I did. He's actually not Bubba's manager anymore. So he kind of started doing other things. I think he got into real estate and other things.
Okay.
I mean, he's still on my Facebook, and we still, you know what I mean. But
you're still in contact, but you don't have the same.
It's not like we were before. No, not for sure. But yeah, he definitely was a big help in navigating through some of that. Actually, the one shady business I got was Pastor Troy, and we're doing a verse with him. That verse that I got from him was really hard for me to get.
Yeah. You should have known he was beefing with P, man. You should have known not to start messing with no Pastor Troy.
Yeah, he was kind of cheap on the cheaper end, so I got him.
Yeah,
I got Nep on that song actually. the one that did come out.
Yeah.
That's the one that did come out.
Yeah,
and that's the funny thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and that's the funny thing.
Think what bro doing for the community, like it's bringing people motion, putting you over here. I don't having show, big show, being around celebrity. Man, you gotta respect that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He recorded that track, and there was no Pastor Troy on it. Yeah. And then when it got released, it had Pastor Troy on it.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And he didn't know. And he didn't know that recording it.
That's crazy.
You got to throw that. You got to throw that back in rotation.
I'm like, boy, I got to shoot project.
He was on a project.
Yeah, he was there for that.
That's ain't got no with project. I sound like, man, I'm trying to tell you, boy. Niggas don't even believe nothing like that. That's unbelievable.
And that's like how many people you know that's going to do a CD with Project Pat and then just put random features on it.
Yeah,
for the money that they spent.
That shit hard, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, there's not too many people that's going to do that.
Were you listening to like 3-6 and Hypnotized
Minds
coming up?
Them boys and them boys one of them.
I feel like they make timeless music. Like,
you gotta
their music's definitely timeless. I mean, it's still coming out now. Like,
I'm about to say, I feel like people remake. I heard Juicy J say on the interview that he makes most of his money off of just like residuals from people sampling their music.
Samples. That's him and DJ Paul. They get all the money from the sampling.
Yeah.
Yep. Man, that shit was different, bro.
Yeah,
I ain't
got
gonna lie.
timeless music for real.
That shit was different time. I don't gonna lie, motherfuckers. I was just telling somebody that, like a couple of days ago. We was just talking about like how shit was like back then. Like motherfuckers was definitely
people were hungry. You had to be hungry to be in it because it was such a grind.
I don't see how it ain't. It should still be. It should be easier now because now you got
that's the problem
internet,
though. It's easier.
That shit booming.
This is my theory on that, bro. I think it's too easy now. So people who really aren't passionate about it, they're getting into it. And the unfortunate part about that is people who aren't really passionate about it, or some of them are getting famous or getting big motion.
Yeah.
Imagine something, you drop one song and you're famous and you really don't care, bro. And now you're doing something that you kind of just don't care about. So now you're not making quality music because you're not passionate about it because it's so accessible.
Yeah.
Back the days we're talking about, like you said, you had to go on the streets and pass out flyers. You had to actually do stuff that separates the people who love it from the people who just casually doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so I think it's just too easy to do now.
It is.
So if you don't have passion for it, if you just want to be popping for the moment or you want to be popular amongst your friends, you can just put out some music and try to receive that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, like even doing the shows, like it took a lot of work to go and meet the club,
promoters, club owners,
owners, promoters, the managers. You know what I mean? Get contracts. I was getting contracts for all these places and like all that stuff. Especially learning it the first time, like it's not easy.
Steve said that was the best times.
Yeah, definitely.
Motherfuckers used to have fun. I mean, I can't speak for everybody. I know I had fun. Like, I don't know. I don't remember nothing but good shit happening. Like,
it was a good time for sure.
So that's all I could say. Like, we're good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know if y'all seen the episode with Mike Killer. He was on here too, and he said he kind of regret how some of the things worked out because I know y'all both spoke about him on y'all episodes and how things that kind of started to start a fray. What was going on there, and he said he wish he could have did things differently as well, and he was grateful for the opportunity and the time as well. He spoke good things. He spoke good things about you.
Definitely, I appreciate it
on the episode. So it
shows the impact, man.
It shows the impact that you had, though.
Yeah,
I think even in hindsight, even if people didn't know it or understand what you were doing at the time, I think they can look back on it and kind of get an appreciation.
As a man, you got it. Like if you stay like a boy, probably not. But as a man, you definitely gonna see. You're gonna see what's right. Like and even with the differences, I ain't never, you know, man, it won't never not no bullshit with me, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't never had nothing, you know, it won't never nothing negative. But it's like shit, all I can say is shit, bro, definitely like bro had the wave, you know what I'm saying? You gotta respect that. You like, you know, he gave motherfuckers a lot of different opportunities, like they might not, you know, dead on their own, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta respect that at least. Like, you know, I don't know. Everybody different. But I mean, from my standpoint, that's how I look at that shit.
And
like,
you made it feel real too. I think by bringing those big artists in here, like, because who would ever thought that you would see a G Unit artist in Washington, PA, or a Young Money artist in Washington, PA? You know what I mean? Who would ever think you would see these type of people?
Yeah, they were my
you know what I mean? And be in the crowd. You know what I mean? I remember how accessible Bubba Sparxxx was when he came.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was taking
cool.
pictures and chilling with the audience.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Definitely shouts out to that and for you doing it the right way and making people see that it's real. And you know, and the true pioneers of the area.
Yeah, that's what I definitely
go to show that shit. You feel me? That was like, I don't know, that was like the start of a new beginning when I did that shit for real.
Yeah,
you ain't got to do that without, bro. You feel me? So 100%. You know, I'm like, hell yeah, I can't. No, bro, they ain't do nothing but look out. You feel me? Like,
and the crazy part is, you remember S Money came to that show and performed?
Yeah.
My very first show was I had to pay S Money to come, right? And then however long that was, a couple years later, they're hitting me up saying, "Hey, can I open up for that show?" And I didn't have to pay him to come. Yeah, he just came and did that show, and
he wanted to perform.
Right. That's how Quick Tables chart. You know,
pulled up stunting too. That shit outside. I'm like, damn, like
bro had the star chains on. Like, crazy star chains.
You ain't seeing shit like that. I'm like, shit, you seeing shit? You like, damn, what the but that's motivation. Like, you know, they let you know like shit
that it's out here to get.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It was a different time too. Like for us, we said it the last time, but like just seeing the rise of Wiz, Mac Miller,
even bro, like shit, seeing bro go from,
and then what we were doing here, everything was going up. You know what I mean? Like, and everything was, like you said, everything looked real. It looked obtainable. Yes, it was hard. It looked like it was in reach for everybody to get, and it was just
felt like it was on the cusp.
Yeah, the news and everything. Like, bro, got the news people at that interview.
That's a funny story. that was a funny story.
Yeah, right.
I was somebody girl. I'm like, damn, bro, trying to grab the girl. I'm like, see, that's when I knew. I'm like, well, the boy about to go somewhere. Boy about to go when that shit start going like that, man. Man, you know, your image going up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I swear
is there anything you would have did differently knowing what you know now? Looking back on that time when you did have so much momentum, when you had so many things going, would you focus less on? Well, I don't even know did you focus on the negativity as it was happening? But
nah, I didn't really focus. I like I said, I have thick skin, so I didn't really focus on the negativity that much. I just wish I would have started going more digital with the times. I was stuck in the CD era. I feel like that was my biggest downfall. You were a little bit stubborn. Yeah, I was more stubborn because I like the CDs. I like like we just said, we like having that, like it was a part of you. You know what I mean? Like
it was a feeling. Yeah,
the feeling. Like I love that feeling.
Package, look at the cover.
Yeah, look at the notes inside. Yeah, like it was. I didn't want to give that up.
It was an experience.
I think I should have went with the times a little bit more. Also, another thing I think, which isn't really coming out first when I first came out, I think I came out too early. Like I should have did some stuff and waited till it was right to come out, because you only get that first impression once. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like I came out, like I was just putting music out, like, here, this is it. You know what I mean? Put it out. I wasn't afraid to put it out, but I should have probably perfected it a little bit more before I put it out for the first time.
What did you think about the When I'm So UT went so I know we spoke about it on the first episode, but
actually
I know Billy Hoyle will be upset if I didn't mention it.
Shout out to Billy.
Shout out Billy Hoyle. Billy Hoyle loves you, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate him wearing this. I'm saying, I
don't even know if you understand how much he does, bro. He means that shit from the bottom of his heart.
We got to do a track together, man.
Yeah,
we got to get him on the.
What up, Hoyle? What did you think of all that stuff as I'm So UT stuff went viral, and this is before being viral was a thing, right? Like you really went viral with this to the point other schools was doing, other areas was doing.
I'm assuming viral early on some Soldier Boy shit.
Yeah. You was
actually. So
did you have any idea that it would do?
No,
that
I
during the creation and the video?
No, I thought it was because I was already putting out videos at the time. We put a couple. I just thought it was gonna do what that did. You know what I mean? Like if people from around here would see it. Like I didn't think it was gonna cross over into Pittsburgh and other schools were going to start. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to happen. No, I didn't think the shirts were going to come popular or anything like that. That's when I started doing the merch. Right? You know what I mean? That's when I started.
How did you think to capitalize off of it like that? What made you think?
I just rolled with it. Yeah. You know, I already had the shirts pressed up, but you know, I didn't have as many because I didn't know that was. If I would, I wish I would have had that many pressed up at that time, but I didn't. But and actually, that's another thing. Like all of us in that video. Like we were going through, like we weren't even like cool at that time, because you gotta remember when you recorded a video back then, it didn't just come out tomorrow. Like now, you can record a video, upload it tonight, and it'll be up tomorrow, or you can do it this morning, upload it tonight, and it'll be up there tonight. Like the dude that did it took like 6 months to do that video.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So a lot of things changed in 6 months.
So a lot of things changed in 6 months. We uploaded it, and like I said, some of them were like take it down, but we ended up being cool after all that happened. Like you know what I mean. But all that was going on, and we weren't even like that cool at the time, like most of us.
Yeah.
So it was kind of weird, but it's it ended up being a good thing in my eyes. You know what I mean? Like,
was you getting recognized more?
Oh yeah. Steve would call me up halfway and have me come sign autographs. Little Zach, he would have me. He had me sign his phone case. But yeah, it was stuff like that. But there was people that looked at me like a star, and then there was people that looked down on me like that was terrible. I mean, like a joke. You know what I mean? But
did you read all the comments for the?
Oh yeah, I read every one.
Do you have a favorite comment?
I can't remember now. No, I can't think of one now.
I have a favorite comment. That's why I asked if you have a favorite comment. Someone was like, "I live in Uniontown. It's not like that."
Yeah,
he said it's not like that there. He was so appalled.
Yeah,
he was so appalled by it.
There was one talking about the ice cream truck. What was it? The FS. I don't know if you know if you're familiar with the ice cream truck that used to come. If you're from Uniontown, you're familiar with that ice cream truck. They said we should have it in video. But that was a good one too. But yeah, there was a couple good ones in there. What
number is it at now?
What's that?
What's the number on it now? You have any idea?
No idea. 70 some thousand, I would say. Crazy. Close to 80.
That's crazy
on that one. But
no, it definitely inspired a lot of songs. We were actually a part of a song, and it wasn't inspired by that. Funny enough, people think it was.
Yeah.
The Seville Clap.
It came out after that. Right?
It did come out. 78,000 on I'm So UT right now to this day. Jesse checked it for us. The big fool. We just, and which that just happened because we're in the studio. We had extra time in the studio, and we were like, let's just make something real quick. And funny enough, we released the song like long before the video came out. We just did the video.
Yeah.
And the song didn't become popular until the video came out.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
And then all of a sudden everybody was like, oh, like it became a thing.
Oh, I ain't
right.
And I'm upset that we didn't capitalize off of it in the same way, like doing merch. Like we should have did merch for that. And had a whole thing for it. And I wasn't living in the area at the time, so I didn't get to feel the effects like the guys back home were, and they were telling me like, yo, this is a thing.
Yeah.
Why do you think people connect with songs like that represent where they're from rather it'd be one way or another? What do you think it is that makes people connect like that?
I always connected to it. That's why I did it. Yeah. Like I always thought, like I think it's just something that you could rep with that's
hometown pride.
You feel it. You know what I mean? So that's why I did it. So you know what I mean? I thought it was something that I could feel and they could feel.
Football.
They was playing in football games. Yeah, they was telling me. You know, my favorite comment under the Seville Clap video is somebody said Seville Clap sounds like something you catch at the Gibson Terrace. Hey bro, that shit had me rolling. That shit had me. You could sound like something you catch at the Gibson. I'm like, you're right.
You don't expect it to take like that. When it take like that, you just really be sitting back. I used to be sitting back like damn. just looking at the shit, saying like you said, seeing the comment, I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers tripping. Like,
what somebody say on there? They said, Little John from Seville Clap video should shoot the guy that made I'm So UT. Hey, they was talking about Loco, calling him Little John. Hey, yo, people be tripping on them joints, bro.
Right.
That shit funny as hell. Anyway,
that was a good time though.
It was a good time, man. It was a good time.
Shit don't be like that now, though, man. Like,
nothing's organic anymore. Nothing, and you know, I mean, a lot of the times to catch viral like that, you got to pay for promotions and stuff, and they do so much shadow banning and the algorithm's crazy. Like it's such a game now. It's really such a game you got to play with this stuff, and you got to be careful with that as well. Like playlisting and stuff like that. Like you can get bots on here. They might tell you it's organic. It's not organic.
Yeah.
You gotta. And the thing about that, even if you get these inflated numbers, it doesn't help you sustain.
Nah.
You know what I mean? You gotta. It's best to get it organically, even if it's slow. It's best to get it organically. You know what I mean?
For sure.
You see the numbers, but you don't see like the interaction. Like, and that always just showing itself. What it's just the inflation for real.
For sure.
There's just a
78,000 views, and Billy Hoyle. Shout out Billy Hoyle. He's the one to put me on game because he knows a lot about algorithm and stuff. He said like that number today. Like speaking of inflation, like that's 78,000 now will probably be like 7 million.
Yeah,
you know what I mean if it came out now.
Oh yeah, because YouTube was like, it's not like
way
it was
different.
Today. Yeah, way different. And the same with the Seville Clap, it would be more like and them are all organic views, and you could tell you could tell the difference between the organic views because, like you said, when you walk around, you can see how many people that you don't even know who they are to come up to you and talk about it.
If 100,000 motherfuckers view that shit organically, bro.
Yeah,
you can go to fucking Monroeville somewhere. Motherfucker like, yo, I seen you feed me like, that shit. Oh, like you can't have 100,000 and you ain't seen it.
Exactly.
You know, it don't add up.
Yeah.
Everybody in this room seen that shit a couple times.
Yeah.
So I've had homies like my young boys like mention Seville Clap. I'm like, yeah, I'm on that song. I'm like, you are for real? Like,
they don't even know.
They don't even know. They know me for like you're.
I I'm like, I go first. They like, damn. They couldn't believe it. Like I got pulled over. Them motherfuckers knew that song.
Yeah,
swear to you. They showing the other police. They like, yo, this bro right here. Swear to you. They like, yo, we got a rapper. I swear to you, like we got a local celebrity.
Have you experienced that, JP?
Yeah, I had a cop tell me, watch what I put in my videos because cops are watching the videos.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. We actually put out a video that never came out. It was called "I Got That Fire." You remember that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
We was acting crazy but that's kind of when I heard it. We never put it out because
is that what made you stop? Is that what made you pause and not put it out?
Yeah. I was like, I don't know what's gonna come with this.
Shit was going on.
I mean, we talk about it now, but we just had duffel bags of weed. We were breaking up with like a table full of weed. And now you look at that like it's normal. We just talked about this before that we've started on it.
Shit was going on.
Weed was different back then compared to what it is
weed
now.
was different back then. It was like kilos of cocaine back then.
Really doing what they doing, but they ain't trying to. Motherfuckers really trying to protect the fort. But now it's like shit, man. Shit, this what it is. Like, shit, and weed, I got this thing. You feel me? Like,
weed's more acceptable now too. Weed ain't crazy like it was back then.
That shit all motherfuckers done had. We trying to make this shit look good.
What was the perception like back? I know it was probably a lot of different crazy perceptions of you, like that. And you said cops was warning you about what you had in your video. Did people think you was like on some kingpin shit or like big money type shit?
I really don't know. I mean, I don't know if they did or not. I mean, there were certain people that did. I had people think I'm a kingpin. I had people thinking I'm a drug addict. I've had it all. Like
from one end of the spectrum to the next, huh?
Yeah. I think because of that white boy wasted video, people thought I was a drug addict. That's crazy. But I've had it all, man. It was from all that. But I mean, they can think what they want to think. I really don't.
You said you got a different approach now, and I know one of the things that I see you do that I thought was clever is the way that you took advantage of a lot of features and the relationships you met. You did a lot of work with a lot of artists from Memphis.
Yeah.
Of course, Project Pat.
Yeah.
Lil Wyte, different artists like that. And your Lord Infamous stuff. You said is like some of your best. Like give you some of your best responses.
Yeah.
What made you decide to go back and really revisit those things and put more promotion into those features?
Well, I think their music's timeless, and that's what I'm trying to like incorporate that in there, because I would hope to get a catalog that just brings a stream of revenue in. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what I'm trying to build up a catalog with them artists. But I mean, the reason why I went down that route is I went for Project Pat. And that's another thing. Like
it seemed like you built a good rapport with
build a good rapport. Like, and that's another thing. Like I told you, like my name was good with these artists and stuff like that. Like they have a price. You know what I mean?
And
like,
you did good business.
I did good business. I didn't lowball him. I didn't I paid him his price. And then I went and did, like, for Project Pat, he was in town for Pittsburgh. I knew he was in town. I hit him up, said, hey, you know, this is the price. I paid him the price, which is probably more than what he would charge. You know what I mean? Like I was
Joe
top
Schmo,
price. You know what I mean? So I did that price. And then he called me the next day. I was at work. He was like, hey, I'm gonna be in town, I'm gonna be in Pittsburgh for another day. If you want to do some more work, hit me up. And I was like, shit, this is crazy. You know what I mean? Like an artist. Now, obviously, he's
reaching out to you.
He's reaching out to me, but he's fishing. You know what I mean? I'm sure he's fishing for some bread. Yeah. But that just meant a lot to me, because he called my number and was like, "Hey, you want to put in some more work?"
Personally,
we'll
shoot a manager or nothing like that.
We'll shoot a video tonight. You want to knock out some more tracks? And we worked on that EP. We only did the one track the first day, and we knocked out the EP the next day. And he recorded all the tracks, and your boy was in there.
Ray Zealous.
No, not Ray Zealous. J-Pad was the one recording him in the mobile studio.
Yeah, J-Pad.
I didn't know him at the time when but he was there.
Shout out J-Pad, man.
Yeah, and but yeah, I did that with Pat. That opened the door with more work for him. I always liked Lil Wyte, so I wanted to work with Lil Wyte. So I asked him, and he hooked me up with White's manager.
Okay.
And then we ended up driving to Memphis. We recorded White Boy Wasted in Lil Wyte's studio, and then I got to hang out with him the whole time I was in Memphis and working on that.
So you're building a rapport with him.
Building a rapport with him now. You know what I mean? And then Lord Infamous just signed the White Records, because Lil Wyte was doing his own label at the time. Mm-hmm. And he just had that stroke, and he was making a CD called Back from the Dead, and it was on Lil Wyte's. He was recording in the Lil Wyte studio. So for me working there, I was like, damn, I like Lord Infamous. So then they hooked me up with Lord Infamous through Lil Wyte. And so it just kept snowballing.
Kept building, yeah.
So I kept getting the artists.
Your network was paying its dues.
Paying its dues, yeah. You network enough, you get enough people, and then they're telling people like, hey, he's good business, you know what I mean? He's not doing any funny business. But like, that's how you got to keep your name clean, and then you do good business, and then they'll word gets around. And I kept it in there. I mean, like, even like DJ Paul Juicy J, even like Lil Ari hit me up one day. He was like, man, Juicy J asked about you.
Yeah.
And he's like, because I did that song I did a CD with T-Rock.
Yeah.
And what ended up happening is we did a song called The Hangover. And then Project Pat ended up using the beat. And it was called he called it Flexington. He did a video for it and everything called Flexington. It was one
of his big singles.
Yeah. And I think that's what got me on Juicy J's radar when all that happened. Because funny thing, I don't know if I ever told you this, but when Flexington happened, you know how the music works. Like, I had all my music was monetized.
Yeah.
So when he dropped Flexington, I got paid for all
that's
all
crazy.
The streams. So that was another big story, because I monetized that beat and that record.
Because your paperwork was on it, because you did the right business.
So I got all the money from all his first couple of weeks streams. Now they changed it. It goes to Taylor Gang now, if you look at it, but they changed it. They got it, but I was able to collect for the first couple of weeks of it, and that's usually the biggest time is your first week. Shit. Yeah, the first couple of weeks is your biggest usually splash. You know what I mean?
So you're still making residuals off of all those things
off
that you did back then.
Yeah, that's my second biggest one, is the T-Rock CD I did, actually. Yeah, that was my second one. When it comes to making the money, that was my two biggest ones, is T-Rock and Lord Infamous, and then Project Pat and Lil Wyte, probably.
Now, what made you want to decide to get back into it? What made you decide to?
Like you said, you just always
It's always a party.
I always have love for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then I just kept looking. I was like, you know what? I could go back and then do some more features and just do some things. And I'm gonna do some things that I think that I want to have fun doing. You know what I mean? And see where it goes. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's some more people I want to work with, and I'm just like I said,
some different goals.
What's that?
Different goals.
Different goals. Yeah. Like I said, my promos way different. We talked about this before we got on camera. I used to think, like, when I put it out, like, man, my family, my friends, everybody should be supporting this. You know what I mean? Like, I think all artists think like that at one point in time.
Yeah.
And we were talking about this. And now, like, I don't even care. Like, I don't expect nobody.
Yeah, everybody ain't you because it ain't
I don't expect everybody to be like
right?
me. And my friends are gonna be my friends, my family's gonna be my family, fans are gonna be my fans,
Right.
whoever that is. And I accepted that. So I don't care what if nobody shares it around here. Like, I know people are still going to reach it. Like I said,
there's 8 billion people in the world.
Yeah.
Like, who cares about the population of 20,000 in your city?
Though, if you obligating people,
exactly.
You feel me? Like,
if you're forcing them to go there,
just be, so that's why because it kind of like you burn bridges, like you lose friendships over like, cause it's kind of like you forcing shit.
Yeah.
Cause I seen people do, cause some people, I mean, it's passionate.
Yeah.
So of course, like, but at the end of the day, like, everybody ain't into everything. So that's how I just look at this shit. Like,
it's exactly what he said. Friends are friends, family's family, and fans are fans. They ain't got to be the same.
And he shouldn't have to share my video. He's a rapper.
Yeah.
He should be worried about his
promo.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So like, that's my mind frame.
But
I got for it.
Look at it like, don't share the next nigga shit.
If you ain't gonna share mine, I feel you though.
That's how I used to right here. You sharing all this motherfucker,
you sharing Pooh Shiesty.
You ain't for the people, bro.
You sharing Pooh Shiesty music. You ain't gonna share mine.
I could be wrong.
No, I'm with you on that, bro.
You ain't for the people, bro.
That drives me crazy.
It drives me crazy. But once you let that go, it's a lot easier. It's hard to let it go.
You're right. You definitely you can't worry about it at all. But you got to pay attention to it and take note of it, because those are gonna be the same ones when you doing show, big show. Yeah, they don't want. Can I get a ticket? I'm trying to get down. Can I get a song, bruh?
My streams don't. I get a little bit from Pittsburgh, but they come from Memphis. They come from.
Right.
I'm way more better other places.
Yeah.
So like, that's where I'm concentrating on my promo at.
Right.
I'll go promo in them cities, and you don't have to go to them cities and promo anymore. You can promo. I can promo Project Pat's page with my Project Pat. You know what I mean? I can promo his fans now. I can target his audience.
Yep.
So it's easier to do now. So that's what I'm worried about doing. Like there's people in Memphis that think I'm somebody just because I work with so many people.
So many Memphis artists.
Artists, yeah.
They probably think you from Memphis.
Well, I posted, I don't know if you've seen, I posted a bio. I posted what was it? It was kind of like how you like Google yourself and then it comes up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then it referenced me as a Memphis based artist. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Because you have so many Memphis connections.
Yeah. And they said that what they say, how they put it in something like I'm under DJ Paul.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You might as well run with that.
Yeah, right. I actually got some things working with DJ Paul a little bit. I'm hoping that it comes here soon. He's one of my favorites, actually.
Yeah,
he
DJ
really
Paul's fire, bro. 3 6 Mafia fire. So what can we expect coming up from you in the future? What can we look forward to?
I got some things coming out. Like I said, I just dropped that. I just dropped a single for Q. That's with Project Pat, and then I told you about this. I kind of people were like, "Why's your name on it? You ain't even rapping on it." I don't know if you've seen that, but yeah, my name's on it, and it has it's JP Mr. 724 Q Money Project Pat. But I just trying to. I know I've talked to you off camera about this, but I was trying to do my DJ Khaled type thing.
Yeah, producing.
So it's like where
it's one of your productions.
Yeah, so I got the feature. I took Q to the studio. We paid for the studio time, put down the verse. So it's kind of like my DJ Khaled of this area. So I thought about that's my. I'm just trying it out, testing the water, and it came out pretty good. It's close to last time I looked, it was like 19,000 views on Spotify. So streams.
That's good.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I did the song with Bubba Sparxxx. That got like 4,000 or 5,000 views or streams on Spotify. So they're creeping up. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's a pause. Like, you know, I quit cold turkey and I'm coming back, so I got to work my way all the way back to the. You know what I mean?
Does it feel like doing it all? Does it feel like doing it for the first time again?
Yeah, kind of
in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it's kind of like starting starting from scratch. Yeah. I kind of lost that momentum I had. You know what I mean? So I got to build up that fan base and momentum again.
And you're new to a lot of people.
And new to a lot of people in what's going on now is completely different than what was going on
back in the days of what we're talking about.
Yeah. But I'm trying to see who's doing stuff now and just, you know, trying
reacclimating yourself to the scene.
Yeah, trying to get familiar with the area and see what's going on. And, you know, like I said, but I'm just not too concerned with this. Like I told you off camera, I'm not too concerned with the area right now. Like, no disrespect, but I just feel like, you know, I did enough for this area. If you're going to support me or follow me, you'd have done it by now. Right. You know what I mean? There's nothing else I could do for this area in any way. So it's time to
move on to the next step.
Yeah, move on to the next and build up some other things. Like I said, I don't know about shows yet. I still haven't made up my mind on doing shows or anything like that. Like when the time comes, we'll think the time ain't there yet. Yeah. You know what I mean? You got to build it all up. You know, when I feel their characters are going to be enough for a show we'll do a show.
Or there's an opportunity.
If there's an opportunity, you know. I kind of like what Sean does. Like, I think he got a nice thing going. Shout out Seanski. You know, he's going performing different areas. I think that's more beneficial than bringing an artist here and just doing a show to some, you know, people that really don't, you know, care. Yeah. So that's more beneficial, I think.
What's up with you, Nas? What you working on? What you got going on?
Shit, man. To be honest, I'm about to got a little shit. I'm about to goddamn nothing big, but something real like a little slight EP about to drop and shit.
Okay, yeah.
Full length, had a couple of little vids, but yeah, we already in the making.
And you just dropped the project. We just had you on not too long ago.
Yeah, we had dropped that BA4 New Year's.
Yeah,
but I'm about to drop it. Got this EP. It's all produced by the same person. Like shit, we're gonna have the vids, put everything already underway. We just really just trying to keep it on. You know, you just want to slap shit. You don't want to, you know. So, but yeah, that's what it is though. I really, as far as like dates and nothing, you know. But you know, shit, that shit definitely
it's in the works. It's cooking. It's in the cooking for sure. No, man, I appreciate y'all.
Sessions in.
Yeah.
So shit, but.
Go ahead and perfect it and tighten it up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I got a couple things. I'll be dropping some singles. I got some singles in the works. You know what I mean? So hopefully if they work out, I'll be doing a couple more of those. I got one that's already recorded that I'm going to drop. It has Q on it also. So shout out to Q. He couldn't make it today. But he'll be on one of those tracks. And then trying to think what else. I don't want to talk too much on the stuff that ain't finished because I'm not that type of person that
you want to
I don't want to make false promises or
produce it.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about something that ain't done yet. You know what I mean? And like, so I want to make sure it's done before I do it. But definitely got some things in the works.
Since y'all was here last time, I got some new stuff going on. I do these segments, these question and answer segments. And so I'm gonna go ahead and hit y'all with these questions, and y'all gonna have to tell me first thing to come to mind for you, all right?
All right.
Give me the best rap album ever made.
The best rap album?
Yep. In your opinion, of course.
In my generation, my era, I'm gonna have to say fucking Get Rich or Die Trying.
Respect that. It's definitely one of them.
That's what I got.
He took that was a good time to be alive because we ain't never seen nothing like that. The way that G-Unit takeover went, that was a crazy time.
The only thing I compare it to, because you used to hear in the club everywhere, the only thing I can compare it to in my time is Rough Riders Anthem.
Yeah.
When DMX first came out.
Yeah.
I'll go with mine as Life After Death. Biggie.
That's a good one. I love Life After Death. That's what I say too. I think that's the best album ever made. If you could perform anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Probably be home for me. Like
Yeah.
J. Cole type shit.
Yeah.
Gotta have it home. I mean, you ain't got the roots, you ain't got it. You know, that's what you gotta have your roots. I would go home if I had it anywhere.
Okay. All right. We'll take that.
I don't know. If we're gonna stick in the United States, I'll just say Miami.
Miami.
Keep it
That's
simple.
tight.
That's not bad. That ain't a bad place to be. I hate Florida. I can't stand being hot. Bro. I can't stand being hot. A dream cipher lineup. If you can hear any 3 rappers in a cipher, who would those 3 rappers be?
I don't know. Like, yeah, I mean, what category? Like,
just a freestyle cipher, like a funk flex freestyle cipher. 3 rappers that you would love to hear on all together.
I don't know. Like right now, like 3 rappers I like to hear right now rap. Probably, I'd like to hear. I had to throw Hove in there. Maybe Pusha T.
Okay, that's a good one.
I'm gonna go Tip.
Okay, yeah. Y'all heard the whole freestyle
Tip.
where he was coming at everybody?
Oh,
yeah. He still got that juice.
Yeah, I want to go T.I., man.
I like that.
T.I. He'll do some shit.
Yeah. I mess with Pusha too heavy.
Yeah, Pusha rap.
Who you got, JP?
I thought. Did he say 3? I was giving him his.
Yeah, he said 3. He said Hove.
Oh, you said Hove too. Okay.
Yeah, Hove, Push, and Tip.
I'll do. That's gonna be a little different. I'll do Eminem. I'll do Redman.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And trying to do someone more recent. I do like Pusha T a lot. He's one of my favorites. So, I'll just say Pusha T just to. That's what's coming up. He's one of the people that drop. I always was.
Jada in him.
Yeah, Jada's cool.
Yeah.
I was thinking Jada or Fabulous. Number 2.
They be going in.
Jada, hey, look,
Jada a beast.
And if we're talking freestyles, I mean, I know he gets.
Yeah, freestyle though.
I know he gets a little
freestyle.
Papoose is you can't. Papoose is crazy with the freestyles.
That kind of like that changes.
That
change it. You feel me? Cause don't just 3 people you just want to hear in a cypher.
Yeah, you just want to hear.
If we talking some freestyle shit, I'll definitely gotta throw M in there. I probably would throw K-Dot in there.
Okay.
And who another good freestyler who I know? I can't think. Goddamn. I don't know.
There's a few of them that be spazzing.
I just know them 2 right offhand. I know they good at improvising. They gonna throw a lot of shit in there just right off the wall.
The Baby be spazzing on freestyle.
Yeah, the Baby is good freestyler.
All right. So the last and final question: a rapper you think that doesn't get enough credit?
Like when these questions is like shit, you really want to go and look at it, do your research, like right on the spot. It's like you feel like you missing somebody. I feel like Cole don't get enough credit though. I feel like he top. He definitely one of the top, but he ain't sought after as like a lot of other rappers.
Right.
I be feeling like he underrated.
Yeah, he gets slept on a lot for sure.
But it's not his craft always definitely, but
he reminds people quickly.
Yeah, but it's crazy like for how big the numbers he do, it don't seem that way to the like masses. Like you don't hear a lot of people,
talking about Cole like they talk about Drake,
right,
for example. Right. Yeah.
That's all.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna have to say when I already said Redman.
Yeah.
I feel like he's not.
That's my brother's favorite rapper.
He's not talked about in the top 10 enough.
Yeah.
And he should be he should be in there.
Yeah, that's my brother's favorite rapper, Redman, for sure. Yeah, I think there's so many rappers that are underrated. You know what I mean? Mostly like, especially from my generation, I think Like I got a top 5 list of like most underrated, and it's like Twister, I think, is underrated.
Oh yeah.
You know, not only do he be rapping fast, but he be saying some shit. You know what I mean? Why he be rapping fast? I think Twister don't get enough credit.
If Rockefeller wouldn't have fell apart, I think he was
gonna have his time.
I think he was gonna have his time.
Yeah. So I like Twister in that spot for real. No, man, I appreciate y'all boys coming to join me tonight on the World's Dopest Podcast.
Definitely.
The Marley State of Mind podcast down here at the BunchaBull Studios, man.
This is like spontaneous. I didn't even know if y'all was down here kicking it like
yeah,
that.
man.
You know, it's always
That's the best way to do it for real, man. We had a good time just like that too. Real spontaneous. It went by too. Is there anything y'all want to say before we get up out of here? Anything y'all want to plug or promote? Any message y'all want to get to the people before we shoot up out of here?
Just keep an eye out. Definitely got some new stuff coming.
Where can they check for you at?
JP Mr. 724. Type that in, it comes up. Spotify, Apple Music, pretty much anywhere. Like I did tell you though, some of my projects, they're not under my thing, like my Lord Infamous and other projects, but we're working on trying to get that back into under my name,
proper streaming,
the proper so it's all on my streaming under one name. But just keep a lookout. We got definitely some more things coming.
For sure. Definitely. What about you, Nas? What you got? What can the people look out for?
Just keep an eye out. BA 1, 2, 3, and 4 out. You feel me?
Yeah, streaming everywhere.
EP coming soon, man.
Nas from BA, man. That's how y'all get it.
We about to cook some shit up, man. Follow out there, Cash Cow Kill. We definitely
that's fire.
Crazy shit up. So
yeah,
just down. Stay tuned, goddamn. But other than that, man, yeah, Nas from BA on all platforms, man. Tap in if you didn't already.
For sure, man. You already know who I am. I'm Marley down here at the Marley State of Mind podcast, the world's dopest podcast down here at BunchaBull Studios. We'll be back at you every Saturday with another dope interview, some more great guests. Also, make sure y'all check in with Jesse and the boys. They doing the stash spot, man. They got real motion going with that stash spot. They go and review some of the best smoke.
Oh, different flavors.
Different flavors of the smoke. They just had tested down here not too long ago for an interview. Make sure y'all check that out. That was a dope one. Very dope what he's doing with his brand and how he's growing. So make sure y'all check in with them. What is it? Tuesday, Thursday, and Fridays, Jess? Yep. Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, the stash spot, man. Make sure y'all tap in everything we're doing down here at the BunchaBull Studios. But until then, we out of here.